what are we most excited about with the expanded rules going into the wild? Derek, I'll let you answer that one. I've been talking.
Honestly, I've said this before. One of the things that I like that you have put together, and Thad gives the props for this. It sounds so simple, but the chase rules you put in.
Oh yeah.
Dan, Dan had talked to me about them. Then I got to see them. It worked. It is so fluid. I remember back when fifth edition first came out. No, this was fourth edition. Fourth edition, I was running it, and I was running the canned adventure that they had for the release of 4E, and it had chase rules with skill checks. And it was okay. It was the first time I'd seen something like that in a role-playing game. I'm sure there'd been that in other role-playing games. And I kind of liked it, but man, it still felt a little clunky. And then Dan put together these chase rules in DarkSpace, which will work for your ships as well as for your characters. That's the key. And it just works so well with what Shadow Dark already has out in their distance with their close, near, and far distances. And I was like, because anybody who's played my games knows that I can be a little fluid with the rules. That's why I need Dan. But man, it's like, oh my gosh. And I think, to me, Than event was great when he added archetypes to DarkSpace, which works well with this. I thought that's what set our core rules apart from a lot of other things that were already out. But I think these chase rules and the simplicity, which is a part of our ethos in DarkSpace, is keep it simple. Simplicity is the way. This is the way. And Dan really, it was like, man, somebody just threw him a fastball and he bathed Ruth that baby out left field, man, out left field.
Yeah, and it was that was one of those things where it came out of Xeno Salvage. When we were working on Xeno Salvage with Will, we got into, he was like, we're going to need a lot more vehicles because it's very ground based, and I was like, oh wow, we've only really kind of like dusted vehicles. We had a small little vehicles section in Void Echoes. And I was like, well, if we're doing that, we're going to need chases. And so that's when that started. And then I was like, well, wait, if this works with vehicles, this would work with people. This would work with ships. So I just kind of kept expanding that out. So I think that they're very lightweight, because chase rules can get very heavy real quick, and you don't want that with a chase. Like,
no.
It kind of defeats the purpose. So I think that people will like those.